Hello, Hero of Collections. How's it going, everybody? Hope you all are doing fantastic. I know I am because I am back with another wave review and ranking. I messed it up a couple times, so I'm glad I got it this time. So we are back for the Across the Spider-Verse wave. I've gotten all the figures that I want from said wave, so I want to stand here, talk to you all about my thoughts and rank the figures that I have from the wave. So let's get these guys posed up on the table and let's get to talking. Alrighty, here are all 5 figures on the table, posed up, and you're going to notice that there are a few missing. And let me get into why. For one, I already have a Peter B. Parker that's a hobo. I don't need another one in sweatpants. I want a full suit Peter Parker. You hear me, Hasbro? A full suit Peter Parker. Also, the Spider-Woman Jessica Drew and Deluxe Spider-Woman, or Cyborg Spider-Woman, sorry. I didn't feel like I needed. Jessica Drew was in the movie, but wasn't like a main character. I would say these 5 plus Peter B were the main characters, so I didn't feel like I needed her. And then Cyborg Spider-Woman did not really anything, so I decided to skip both of those figures, and I am just here talking about these 5. And I'm actually really happy I have these 5 because these are pretty good figures. So let's waste no more time and let's get into my number 5 pick out of these. All right, kicking off this list in the number 5 spot is Miles Morales. Now, why did he get last place? Well, I didn't realize it until after seeing the movie, but he has an inaccurate paint deco for like the symbol and a few other spots. His articulation's a little wonky. He's got some really gummy ankles. You can see that bend there as I try to bend that forward, and it's not even bending. He has some nice accessories. He comes with a pair of fists and whipped hands, plus the unmasked head sculpt. Another thing that brings him down is the fact that he doesn't have wall crawling hands. But overall, just it adds up. And while this is still a decent figure, and I'm definitely not getting rid of him, I just think he could have been a lot better. So that is why he gets 5th place. And in the number 4 spot, we have Spider-Man 2099, aka Miguel O'Hara, something like that. The reason why this guy got knocked down is because he needed some butterflies. And what is up with these hands? The relaxed hands, well, yes, they're a fine addition because we do get some fisted hands. They're not the claws. Like, I can do the hands on the hip pose that he does when he's talking down to Miles, but I can't do when he's chasing people or attacking people because they look real limp. He needs the claws where he's really grabbing somebody, and he has the claws in the movies. So I mean, otherwise I could add in he needs an alternate head, but that doesn't really bother me. I'm okay with him just like this. It's just the claws. He needed those, and then some extra articulation would have been really great for this guy. Just looking at some of the figures like the SH Figure Arts where they has the butterflies, it just would have been nice. So that's why he gets the number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3 with the bronze medal, we have Spider-Gwen. This is a very good figure. Looks very nice. I love all the paint deco on the hands and the shoes. Looks great. The mask and the hood even has that really great deco. I love that she has a really good likeness, unmasked head with the hood. That's really cool. And then we get a fist and a whip hand as interchangeable hands for these more relaxed or wall crawling posed hands. And then what's really great is you can actually swap this head out and you can fit the previous Spider-Gwen head and hood on here. Just be really careful because it does kind of stress the sides of the ball, would this be the ball hinge, sorry. The sides of it when you go to turn, because while it does fit, it's a little tight. So that's really nice, and all that really ups this figure a lot. My biggest complaint is I wish the torso had some super articulatedness to it, We're getting that Black Widow from the Avengers Anniversary wave with the inverted ab crunch and the ball. This figure really would have benefited from that, just to help with the articulation. She's a spider character. She's supposed to get into some really agile poses, and you just can't quite get that with a cut here at the upper torso. So she's still a great figure, but that bit there kind of brings her down to the number 3 spot. And now in silver, second place, we have the Spot. I was really unsure about this figure when I first saw him announced or even leaked. His body looks very frumpy, but that's how he looked in the movie. And after I saw the movie, it made a lot more sense to me. And I, knew that I would be okay with how this looked overall once I had the figure in hand. And he is great. He's got a lot of personality to him despite not even having a face. But you can really get some life out of this figure. And he also comes with, the fists and this little accessory for Miles to look like he's hopping in and out of the little spots that he does. So this guy really took me by surprise, and I'm really happy to have him. You can really get some life out of this guy, just even like doing this and that, it's kind of the same pose, but he's more trying to calm somebody down, and there's just some serious life in a figure like this. Surprisingly, I was not expecting to like this guy so much, especially with, he doesn't look like a supervillain, if you get what I mean, but he looks fantastic as an action figure and poses well as an action figure, so that's why he gets the number 2 spot. So who got the number 1 spot? Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, we're all thinking it. Yes, it is Lego Spider-Man. It's crazy that Hasbro and Lego were able to do such a collab like this. Putting this guy on a retro card, I mean, that's just unheard of. I'm just kidding. Of course, it is Spider-Punk. This guy, incredible figure. So I waited to purchase him until after I saw the movie because, like the Spot, I really wasn't sure, how big of a role he would have, how much I would even like him in the movie, and like many others, I was blown away. Hobie Brown was an amazing character, lots of fun, and I just had to have this figure. My only complaint is he didn't come with an unmasked head, and fingers crossed we'll get that when we get like a follow-up wave for Across the Spider-Verse, or maybe a Beyond the Spider-Verse wave. So that would be really cool to see. His only other accessory besides what you see here is a single flip hand or a rock and roll hand. So yeah, this guy, fantastic. A lot of people have been loving him. A lot of people haven't been able to get him because of how popular he is. So I'm really happy to have him. And yeah, he makes my number 1 spot because he's an incredible figure. And that was my review and ranking. Do you agree with how I rank these figures or my thoughts on them? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you are subscribed. And check out my Instagram. Link down in the description below. And I will talk to you all in another video, another post, another time.